You want the countdown, you get the countdown. That's how it goes around here.
What's up? I was actually going to remove it, and then I saw the comment, and I was like, okay,
Yep.
I'm just kidding. We're
Silly
not
loves
removing
the
that.
countdown.
Well, it is DT3 tonight, guys. Unfortunately, Rock is under the weather. He's dealing with a flu bug. So rest up, Rock. I don't know if he'll be in the chat or not. We told him to take some, what do they call that stuff? Theraflu or whatever, and just go to bed.
Tamiflu, yeah.
Tamiflu.
Theraflu, probably all the flu.
All the flu stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, every flu product. That might be dangerous.
Rock,
maybe you're
not
listening.
All the time. Don't do that,
Don't take all of them at once. That's probably not the best thing to do. But yeah, anyway.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Juju, ACB, Silly, Manny, Mo, Gok. What's up, y'all?
So
I will say though that Rock did send his his thanks and said that he is super happy with how the show went last night. For I think everybody in the room so far, for the most part, was there. Oh, yeah. But it was he had his custom Trexie show last night. It was a great show. A lot of the artists were able to be in the room, which was really cool. And he said it was a fantastic show. He really appreciates everyone's support. So,
yep.
It went well.
I missed
it. What?
I was just going to say I missed it. Unfortunately, I think I'll probably have to go back and watch it in replay. I was called to Roto Fuji yesterday, but please keep going about the show because I want to kind of hear what I can about it.
No, I was just going to say he said he wasn't feeling good, and then he put on his game face and he went in and he did it. Aside from a few voice cracks,
I was going to say his voice cracked a couple times.
sounded like Miss Doubtfire a few times.
Oh, hello.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I think, look, the show must go on. We all know that adage. Hence the reason that he wanted us to kind of continue on tonight. He's very much the show must go on mentality. So. Rock, rest up, buddy. Feel better. And we will see you on the next DT4. So, guys, send some healing and positive Theraflu over to Rock or Tamiflu or.
It's been. Don't send them all. It's been crazy sickness city around here. I had the flu last week. I'm glad E and Maya did not get it.
I stayed away.
Yeah.
I kind of just am in a perennial state of flu. I think at all times. I don't know. I'm just like I ate so much grass and dirt and worms and glass pieces and things and rusty, toys when I was a kid that I think my insides are probably just preserved in
tetanus.
Yeah, for sure.
What is happening? It's making it be like party scene up in here.
I'm digging it. I don't know what kind of disco that's going on over at the Saldani's right now, but I am for it.
Ruck said, "Who the heck is that dude without a hat?"
Oh my God! Let me find a hat. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, Dondo, you're sick this week.
What's up, y'all?
Oh no,
Dondo's sick now.
He said it hit him too this week.
Yeah, that's right. This is the guest tonight, guys. He'll be a little bit late, but we'll be talking to the man, Cardiartist. And who better, really? We don't want to intro before he's here, but who better to talk to during Heart Month? It's all things heart.
Yeah.
It's heart health. It's the love of heart. It's Valentine's Day. It's all of it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And
Cardi, my favorite month.
It is your favorite month?
Your favorite month is your birthday month.
I like my birthday month too.
I
like all months.
I like the months that end in months. January and February, and I'm trying to think.
It's not like where you can't say like I like the days that end with day because
why right the day
why but
no, I like August, but I do like February because I like hearts and I feel like a lot of cute like designer toys with heart themes and stuff drop in this month. I
could see you putting out something Valentine's-y.
Yeah. This year, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have time. I committed to too many shows to be able to have my own drop, but hopefully by next year, hopefully E and I will get to drop our name though this month, which would be cool.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully. I like the months with more than 3 letters in them. So you like everything except May?
Is the tiniest little Tucci in the room yet?
I don't know.
Tucci, show
Tiny
yourself.
little Tucci.
Yeah, I was going to give her a plug. Speaking of shows that people are committed to, the end of the month, guys, Big Deck. I said deck with an E, not that kind of E. But Big Deck Energy, and it is a little tiny skate deck custom show. And I don't know how many years this has been going on, but it's with Spock, I believe, is the other co-curator of that show. And it's in Arizona hold on, she sent me details. Let me get the details.
It's at SkaterCon in Phoenix, Arizona.
Boom. And it is February 22nd. So February 22nd. And guys, you're both in it, right?
I am.
B's in it.
Okay. So you guys didn't team up or do separate ones or anything this time?
Nah, and B killed it.
Tucci didn't ask him.
Oh my, B killed it.
Well,
no, I mean
let's call Tucci out for a minute here. Hold on a minute, Tucci.
I'm not even. I get it. I'm not upset about it.
It's that. Yeah.
And plus, we have rots, and then I have this bolt thing. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
and it's fun to watch B kill.
I did see your tease, B. Holy cow!
Yeah,
she did a good job.
You want Big Deck's energy.
Yeah,
what's up, Jay?
I did decide to do more than one. For some reason, I just had it in my head. I needed to spell out the word love with them. And she said I could do up to 4. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do 4 and I'm going to put it all in one.
She did say if you wanted to do anything that was oversized more than the standard size deck, that as long as you provide the frame, which you did, it falls within the rules. So you didn't break any. You're not a rule breaker, B.
Yeah. No. I just wanted to add a little something to the mix.
Something.
Now, Ditto, you're in that show, yeah?
I am.
I want to see what you did. I'm excited.
Hey, it's in final stages of development, so I'm not ready to show it yet.
Okay.
And see, when B decides to do her art, it's crazy. She's like, I'm gonna do. She got done being sick. The next day, she's like, I'm gonna work on the skate decks, and then two hours later, she's like, look.
I was done in a day on that one. I had it in my head already. I think the longest part, the longest thing for me is deciding on what my idea is. And then once I have my idea, then I'm like, okay, execute.
See, here's the thing. I'm the exact opposite. I think of the idea and then it's like, huh?
I think of the idea. And then if it doesn't come out exactly how I have it in my mind, then I'll restart. And then I'll restart again. And then I'll restart again. That's the issue.
Yeah. That is true. I've been through that process with you a couple of times on a couple of cows. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the process is. It doesn't matter if you can't think of the idea right away and then you boom can execute it. It doesn't matter if you can think of the idea and then not necessarily execute quickly, or like E, you're a perfectionist and then you kind of do over a few times and hit the reset button. At the end of the day, whatever comes out on the other end is really the end result. That's what matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cardi, where are you? No, Cardi's not here yet.
He said 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So
he has to make his entrance. He's in the green room. He's a little nervous, throwing back some shots.
Hey, Sketch. Sketch is on his break right now.
What up, Sketch?
Hola. Well, I guess we could talk about stuff that we have coming up.
Yeah, you mentioned a bunch of shows. Let's talk about what you got in the horizon here.
I'm trying to think if I'm allowed to talk about any of them. Let's see. I've got the skate deck show. Obviously, that piece is already done. I've got the Bolt show, Rock's Bolt show. That's gonna be at Kohai Toys. Yep. We each are gonna do one of those. That one I don't have an idea yet. I've got to look at that one a little bit more.
Got a little time on that one. That's the end of March, right?
Yes. I have another show that I think is happening either in March or in April. That one I don't think I can talk about yet. And then, but yeah, I'll let you guys know because that one I'm really excited about. And then, there's another show that I also think is in March. I can tell you it's at Strange Cat, but I don't think I can say what it is. I don't know if they've announced it. So
I know which one you're talking about. I think it's April, right? Though, is that April?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like the next 60 days are incredibly busy for you.
Very busy. And
I'm going to let you keep chatting about the upcoming stuff. I'm going to go feed this knucklehead here. I'll be right back.
Okay. And yeah, I also have been missing painting canvases. So I just decided yesterday or 2 days ago to go and paint a canvas in the garage.
Chill out, Jay.
Whatever, Jay. You got your own studio, Mr. Swagger Studio.
Swagger Studio.
He's got a Swagger Studio. It's all like fancy.
Is that what he calls it?
I don't know. That's what I call it.
Swagger Studio, like in the front when you walk in.
That would be dope.
Jay walks in like football players when they exit and they have to jump up and tap it. It's a Swagger Studio.
Swagger Studio. Okay, so Jay, we got you a new idea there. You can do what you want with that. But what's up, Irish? The Space Lab. There it is. The Swagger Space Lab.
That's dope. He didn't say Swagger. He said Space Lab.
Okay, we'll call ours the Swagger Studio.
No, Jay, for real, the Trexie show, man, everybody killed it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was telling B, I feel like everybody has favorites and like what would fit their collection. And I don't know, like bright colors. I mean, you saw, I really wanted the Loveastronaut at Decon that you had that real bright red, and it was the same, I think it was the same color on that Trexie.
Yep.
And that thing was.
He said, so crazy. Out of all these pieces, I think the ones that I would want would be Jay's, and there was another one that you told me. And he's like, no offense, don't get offended that I didn't pick yours. And I'm like, you don't have to pick mine. It's okay. It's Rainbow. I know it would not be your first choice. Yeah. Whose first show is when Jay?
Jay.
Yeah. Congrats, Jay. That's exciting.
I'm catching up on chat.
Bright colors.
We're gonna have Mr. J on here in just a few minutes as well. To chat.
Mr. J.
Surprise!
I spoiled it. I was gonna say
surprise.
Spoiled the surprise.
Yeah.
Don't
B's not good with surprise parties. She's the one that's like, walking the person in, and she's like, "Oh, so when you open."
Except when it comes to shows, she's
yeah.
I want. Can you throw me a surprise party for my 40th birthday?
40th birthday. You want a surprise party?
Yeah.
That's still like 11 years away, B.
It's 2 years away, but yeah, I wish it was 11 years away. Ooh, dropping a new print and a vinyl. That's what's up. How about you, Ditto? What do you have going on?
G, it's going to be a digital.
What day is it? I've got a few things coming up. I've got hopefully, as long as I don't mess it up between now and the next day or so here, I will be in the Big Deck Energy.
What do you mean mess it up? You're gonna do great.
There's always a little bit of trepidation, especially in the early stages of doing stuff. You know how that goes.
Yeah. But you already have your idea.
Oh, the idea is done. It's just
okay.
The trying to now get it to like the second step of the process. It's hard to say. Like I don't want to tease anything. Because if it doesn't come out, then I don't want to have revealed the concept, and then people are like, "Oh, that would have been dope." I'll have like the vinyl thing all over again, where I teased him on what the original plan for his cow was going to be, and then I shifted it because like I came up with a concept that I personally felt I could do better, and now he's like wants the first concept. It's like
he's like, but I like that other idea.
Right, exactly. So I don't want to put another one of those out in the atmosphere.
DXE.
I am also have been asked to be in the Bolt show, so this will be the first time I think DT4. Actually, maybe I guess the Big Deck Energy will be the first time I'll be DT4 member. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is Rock in it? I don't know. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
I don't know if Rock's in it actually.
Let's call Tucci out again. Can we get her in here?
But Bolt show for sure.
Will be the very first time I think all 4 DT4 members have been in a custom show together. So that's monumental. That's actually kind of a big thing there. That's pretty neat.
Oh, there's Tucci.
I have an idea now. We should do all 4 of the Bolts just holding hands together.
That would be great.
Yeah, like we summon our powers
like the Captain Planet. Yeah.
Just as long as I'm not the Earth
Isn't there like a hot blonde girl in that?
I get to be the hot blonde girl. Oh wait,
That's ditto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Tucci. Hi, Lex.
What's up, everybody?
Oh snap! Lex
what's
is
up,
mad
Lex?
at me now.
When is Lex not mad at you?
I know it's just it's perennial.
Because of what you said in the chat.
Well, one of the many things that I either have or haven't said. Yes. And then I also am supposed to be doing something I can't probably quite tease yet. Because again,
We're
it's one of
just
those
full of
things
secrets.
well, yeah,
Sorry.
it's like, I mean, I'll tell you guys, everyone cover your ears. I'll just tell you guys offline. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm supposed to or not supposed to say. It's a lot, you know.
Tucci said, why are you guys talking about me?
I wasn't.
Tucci, we want. Can you come on real quick? We want to call you out on a couple of things.
Ditto said that the Big Deck Energy show is the first show that all 4 DT4 members are going to be in the show, and I was like, he's not in the show.
Insert foot in mouth, and then to make it worse, I said it twice, even though she told me that. It was like short term. I was like Dory from friggin' Finding Nemo. I was just like la la la, keep swimming. And yeah, anyway. Sorry, that wasn't a dig. I'm sorry.
Even making it a big deal.
Katie's mom got my Trexie. She pulled my Trexie last night, which was really fun.
That was pretty cool.
Yay!
Awesome.
Thanks, Katie's mom.
Who got your PC?
Me? You cut out. I'm sorry.
Oh, who got your PC?
Hippie got mine. I don't think Hippie's here, but Hippie put it.
What the hell?
No, all right. Well, immediately, what did he say? He said, he's like, cancel.
He said refund. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Hippie being Hippie, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
For sure.
Aw. Can we do a show where I come on just to trash talk Ditto?
I mean, do you want to come on now? We have some time to kill. I mean, we might have to cut you short the minute Cardi gets in. Yeah, I'll call you real quick.
There you
go. I do have one other cool thing coming up this Friday. And that is the creative show. And the only reason I want to give it some extra love is just because, you know, we all are big believers in the creatives. And if you didn't hear the big news this week, we'll say it again on Friday too. But if you didn't hear the big news this week, submissions for Series 4 are now underway. Let's go. Oh, wait. What? Is there a secret?
No, there's no. I just applied like 10.
Let's go.
You applied! Yay!
Yes, I did.
Good.
There we go, guys. So you heard it here first. B submitted because we saw on her stories that she's like, boom, I submitted, suckers.
Immediately.
And then E apparently submitted. So E, be proud of that. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm excited.
His name is not going to be E. Saldana.
Whether
is it going to be B Saldana Part 2? The sequel?
B Saldana's significant other.
Yeah, he didn't want to be E Saldana.
BSSO.
I like that.
I thought you were trying to spell boss in a different way.
It's the dyslexic spelling of boss. I like it. It's good.
Jay, you do, man.
Yeah, so I've got Red Guardian who will be co-hosting parts of that show, and several of the artists from the series, some of which we don't see often on Whatnot, which will be kind of neat. And hopefully one or two that would be really dope. I don't want to tease it and then have it not fall through. But E and B, you guys know in Series 3, there's a particular set of cards that I absolutely love. Do not say the name. That I absolutely love. And for the first time, hopefully, we might get that person to come in. We'll see.
Really?
That would be cool if that happens. Yes.
That will be cool.
Yeah. So we'll see. But the show's going to be a lot of fun. So it is going to be one of the first shows that we will be running. And I'm not saying the first because others may have done this. So forgive me. I can't remember every historical show and whatnot. But it'll be one of the first shows where we are featuring Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. And it'll be kind of a get to know, re-know the creatives. I'm going to be opening a sealed box of Series 1 that's been collecting dust on my shelf for a long time. And it's time now to get into people's hands. I'm going to be doing a really, really fun game, sort of game, I guess, a mystery pack. where the main hit, the heater, will be the golden ticket Grimley wall and the golden ticket itself.
Wow.
Ooh.
And so if for nothing else, the 1 in 18 chance to get that is probably worth it. And then everyone's like, I got printing plates, I've got signed artist cards, I've got a few DIYs that I paid artists at cons to do that I'm going to throw into this game that are like $30, $40, $50 paid DIY cards that are going to be pretty dope. So it's going to be a fun little event, and then we're going to have a ton of stuff in the buy now, and it'll be a lot of fun. So whether you have 3 full binders, whether you don't know about the creatives, or whether you are just starting your collection, this will be the show for you. So please come in, guys, Friday night.
Awesome.
So I think without further ado, our guest finally just got his beard trimmed, his hair's cut, new specs, and he is ready to go. He's clean and looking great. He got, what was that? The ball fade? What was it that you said earlier?
Bald fade.
Bald fade. Not a ball fade.
He got a ball fade, and it's fantastic.
Oh my god.
We love him.
So many images I shouldn't be picturing.
Yeah,
right now.
it's fine. It's fine. We love him. We know him. We are bringing him in right now. The man, Cardiartist. What's up, Cardi?
Hey.
What up? What up? What up?
What an introduction, man.
You look fresh. You look fresh as hell, dude.
Just for you guys, man. Just for you guys.
Hey.
You got a haircut. Ditto got a haircut today. E got a haircut yesterday. Everybody's fresh.
And I'm repping, and we're repping.
Hey, you're repping.
Let's go. He's got the
really
Iowa sweatshirt too.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks
So,
for having me, guys.
Cardi, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're very thrilled to have you. I mean, anytime you've ever got something big, we always give you the open invite. But before we start talking about what's coming up this weekend, which a lot of people are going to be curious about, it's Heart Month, and we said this even at the beginning of the show. It's February is the month of all things heart, right? It's heart health. It's the heart of just love. Valentine's Day. It's all things heart, and nobody amplifies and exemplifies the heart of art more than Cardiartist. So it was only natural that we had you on at the beginning of Heart Month. So let's get into it. And for people who haven't heard this story before, because you have one of the most dynamic and compelling and really heart-filled stories of any artist that we know. So talk to us about your journey, what heart health means to you, and just kind of start from the beginning.
Yeah, so I was, everybody doesn't know me. My name is Danny. I go by Cardiartist. The reason why I built the brand that I have now is because I was diagnosed with congenital heart disease at the age of 4. That in return led to me having several heart surgeries, 2 open heart surgeries. I'm up to like my 7th pacemaker right now. I've had, for those that know in the chat, volumes. I've had catheterizations, ablations. So more than likely, you name it, I probably had it. So it was there was a time there where I was told that I had a 50-50 chance of survival. And during that time, it was such a frail moment where I chose to say, hey, you know what, let me draw something that will represent this, because I was always used to drawing something that would be created for somebody else. I was always focused on brand identity. My actual degree is within fashion design and marketing. So I was always creating logos and brand identities for other companies. This time I said, you know what, let me build something for myself, build something for the Heart Warriors. And it just became just a little sketch on my sketchbook. And from that point on, I said, okay, if I survive this, this is where it is, and this is where I'm going to take it. And here we are today. So,
and how many years ago was that the heart health issue started?
So again, I was diagnosed at 4.
Okay.
I've had as far as the brand was created in 2018. I waited for it to be fully trademarked because then we had COVID. The judges were taking long to be able to submit everything. So realistically, the brand did not come into light to the viewers on Instagram until the year 2020.
Okay.
But everything was formed in 2018.
Wow. And what a long way you've come. For people who aren't familiar kind of with your art and your art style, obviously we now know the heart character. I mean, it's represented here on the hat, but talk a little bit about kind of, was that always the idea with the heart health and kind of, okay, I'm going to create a heart character? Were there iterations of it? Was it kind of, did it evolve? I mean, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, initially it was supposed to be the kid within us, because I am a strong believer that the kid within us is the stronger part of us. They say ignorance is bliss. So when we're children, we have no idea what's actually being done to us and what's happening. We don't even know how to ask the right questions. So at that time, not only do I feel that for when I was a child, but also it was the most colorful time in my life. As I became older, the hospital rooms became a lot darker. It became more, grayish tones. The colors weren't there anymore. The Disney characters that they would put on the walls weren't there anymore. When I was a kid, they would bring dogs to my bedside. They would bring clowns, magicians, and that is all to keep us healing properly. And when you get older, all of that just vanishes. So I said, you know what? There isn't something like this out there. If you Google CHD awareness shirts, there really isn't anything that is as colorful, as edgy as what Cardiartist brings to the table. And I wanted to just do that for everybody. I wanted to just give everybody a badge of honor for them to wear. So whenever I wear this, it's not really representing myself. Cardiartist wasn't meant to be me. It was meant to be for everybody, the collective. But it took off when I had my first interview with Playful. Playful Gorilla at the time was with Fett during Boozing Buddies. And at that time, it was the first time anybody ever saw my face. Nobody knew my face yet. I was already in the creatives, but nobody really knew yet. We haven't even exposed that I was going to be the next artist on there. So even Red Guardian didn't even see my face at the time. But when I popped on, the first thing that Playful said, Cardi's here. And that's from that point on, when the streets talk, the streets talk.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's but the iterations behind the logo is it was supposed to be a kid with the mask half up, just exposing just the lower jaw, so that way it doesn't really show like any gender. It was just going to focus on a child. It was going to focus on the heart itself. But then as I kept drawing it more and more, this aspect of it, this version of it was the one that actually took off, that more people gravitated to. So I stuck to this one. I figured this one would be a little more versatile for everybody. The heart, there is no, heart conditions do not discriminate. So I also did not want to discriminate with my logo. I wanted it to be for anybody and everybody, whether you have a heart condition, whether you don't, whether you just want to wear a cool heart, or you just are feeling, loved, or whether you're feeling like you're in pain. The logo represents a lot more than just CHD.
It's powerful. It's a powerful image, and I mean, it does hold a lot of meaning. I will say too, for somebody in my day job, in my real life, not ditto when I'm Tim. I think, I deal with a lot of health, topics and issues with, my day job, because we do podcasts for hospitals all over the country. And I think that a lot of times, you mentioned it, like the older you get, the rooms get smaller, they get darker, they get bleak. It kind of, your patience wears down. And I think a lot of that, is admirable, that you created something so bright and so the polar opposite of those feelings for people that are dealing with this, because it can be very weighing, and literally and figuratively weighing, and depressing, and a lot that comes with it. So for you to kind of fight through that and come up with these creative ideas, amidst all of these health issues, that really speaks to kind of your spirit, your soul, and your heart.
Thank you. Yeah. What I try to do is I focus more on everything that you see me create. It's based on past experiences. And And I do that because those are the moments that I found myself alone trying to survive and dealing with my own blood, sweat, and tears. And I know that there's somebody out there or several people out there right now that are undergoing the same situation and the same feelings. They might feel alone. They might not know what tomorrow holds. It is a difficult situation to be in. And I just want to be able to bring a smile to their face, show them that they are being seen, that they are being recognized. And that's the mission I set out to do now, to make sure that all those patients are now being represented. So you wearing the hat right now, you're even representing them.
Yeah.
And, so I try to focus on charities every year because I want the patients to be aware of what is happening and what is being done for them. And the reason why I focus a lot on charities too is because throughout the year I may, create toys, I may create canvases or other works of art, and it may be all fun, but at the end of it all, the mission is to tap into the hearts of those that are undergoing surgery right now. And if those patients are not aware of what Cardiartist is and what's being, the awareness is being raised for them, then I'm not fulfilling my mission. And that's the mission that I set out to do. So it's outlets like this, it's outlets like the creatives. I'm also part of a platform called Aware Now. I'm an official ambassador for heart disease through them. These are the outlets with all of you that I'm allowed to be able to continue to raise awareness. And that excites me. You guys are my family.
Well, we appreciate that. And I think, B, we probably feel the same way. I think you can speak for E, and we can speak for Rock, that we definitely feel like you and all of the creatives and artists that we've met. Not only are they great people and have giant, beautiful, amazing souls and hearts, but they have become, part of our daily lives and friends and family. Before we get into, you've talked about charity. We're going to talk about this great charity you got coming up right around the corner here. That'll be kind of the second half of this. But before we get to that, you mentioned the creatives, and, we're going to bring on another guest that, kind of exemplifies this month here in a minute too, a partner, in crime and love and all of it here in a moment. But before we bring him in, talk about your path and journey to Red Guardian. Now, you said when you were at the bedside, they brought dogs, they brought clowns. Was that when you met Red? He was one of the clowns.
No,
talk about the path to the creatives, bud.
Yeah, well, I was following Red one day, the algorithm. I wasn't on social media for about 5 years. And when I created this brand is when I actually opened up social media. I started Cardiartist, and everything was so new to me. Like, I didn't know what social media was. I didn't know the way everything was being fed to me. And I saw this guy that was just like painting a toy and creating a toy. And to me, I was like, wow, I felt so out of the loop, realizing like, well, people are making toys now. And this guy is like airbrushing it. So from that point on, I was messaging him. I asked him, how do you do this? And, he gave me a little bit of advice without even knowing me. And then next thing you know,
Red will do that.
I get a phone call from, at the time it was Purple. She sent me actually not a phone call, it was an email, and letting me know, asking me if I wanted to be a part of the creatives. And I was like, yeah. At the time I had already collected the cards based on following Red's page. I had already seen what they were, and I was like, wow, like I was really eating it all up because I was so new to this phase of Instagram. Like I was so focused on the brand identity and the business that I had back then that I wasn't focused on what social media had to bring. So coming back to that was just amazing. And it was an easy, of course. Like, why would I not create a card? That was such a win, for the patients, for everybody. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
And you were a rising star in Series 2 that
Correct.
Then turned to the full set in Series 3. So let's kind of rewind to Series 2 at the beginning, though, and you're a rising star, and now you see this card You get that first card in your hand. I mean, how does that feel? I mean, I want, B can kind of speak to this too. I want you guys to kind of just talk about that vibe of like, oh my God, this tangible item now is in my hands and I made something, like talk about that, guys.
Well, I think my story is a little different than B's. I know I was watching B as she was like realizing that she was like in that series, and to see her excitement was just like everything, her emotions that were brought into it were just everything. And she totally deserves it. I gotta say that, because look at everything that she's been creating. So it's amazing. For me, it was too, is to see something, to see something tangible, and to see that other people that I have no idea who they are, just collectors opening these packs and seeing my art. I was like, wow, this is amazing, because it's connecting the brand to those people. And it's also connecting me with a lot of artists, slowly creating this entire family of artists that we now have. If it was not for that, I would not know who B is, or Ditto, or DT4. And to me, it's just such a huge blessing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, mine was a little bit different in the fact of like the first time I actually held this card of my own was, it was actually NYCC, because that's when the card series dropped. And so, getting to hold it like while all of like I'm surrounded by the community and friends, and people are like looking for my card. Chris Savage bought like, I don't know, Ditto bought like 5 boxes and didn't pull one of my cards. I mean, it was just it was just surreal. But I think that DT4 is always going to have like a special place in my heart, because that's where I found out that I was in the creatives, and just getting to experience that like around family, and in the community. It just like it really was a cool experience, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So
yeah. And now it's funny because you guys, series apart, but yet, similar kind of journeys in that you're both rising stars. Hopefully now B in series 4, which, they just put the artist call out. We'll hopefully have her, set of 3 cards now. And Cardi, who knows, maybe you'll be a dream teamer, or who knows what, right? An all-star, something that'll create something cool. And I'm sure, no doubt, you'll have a presence in some way, shape, or form.
Get me in, Red.
Yeah, there you go. Wherever you're at, right? And look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're in series 4 and not again until series 5 or whatever. You're part of it now. That cannot ever be taken away from you guys. Like, it is forever cemented in lore, history, art. It's there. So
once a creative, always a creative.
Well, I think this is a good transition, because first off, we are going to be joined here right now by another creative. And it is Heart Month. We said this at the beginning of the show. It's not just heart health, but it is a lot about love. And who better to join Cardiartist than the Lovestronaut himself? What's up, Mr. J?
What's going on?
Sorry, I told a surprise earlier. I told Cardi, I told everybody Jay was coming on. That's my bad.
All good.
It's all good.
So Jay, welcome in. We're going to talk for a minute. We the things where all roads lead to a very special show coming up this weekend that we're going to talk about here in a moment. But before we get there, all the paths have to converge to kind of fit the thematic. So you're kind of the flip side of Heart Month. You are about the love, and you're a big teddy bear. I've met you in person. I've given you those squeezes. You're just a giant, awesome human being. Talk real quick about, the meaning of Lovestronaut, how you kind of got into this theme, and a little bit about your journey real quick.
So the Lovestronaut, Jay the Lovestronaut is, he's an astronaut. His job is to spread love throughout the universe, hence the name Lovestronaut. He is taking up the mantle of Jay the Artist, which is me, creating, let's see. So when I started painting, it was just more for painting and getting artwork out there. And then, I just figured my art needs to say something. And spreading love was something that I felt deep in my heart. So my mantra is spreading love. and through my artwork, love will win. So, you know, connecting with Cardi, I think it was back in October we connected, right?
Yeah.
October 23. I think you saw my card. Was it on Whatnot?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
remember.
on the no, yeah, it was on Whatnot. It was being
And you
sold.
reached out, yeah, and we connected then, and we've been, you know, chatting it up ever since. And you know, he's the other heart guy. So, you know, in the creatives, we're spreading love through our hearts. And you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Anybody will tell you, it's just, you know, it's just fun for me. A lot of people do this to make money and to be famous. I just do it because I want to see somebody smile.
That's right.
Man, and I did
we have a
smile
heart
big
triangle.
when I pulled your card, because I am the lucky owner of your 101 in series
nice.
3, and I love that card. He keeps rearranging his office, so it was over there. I don't know where it is now, but yeah, that piece, when I saw the love, you know, I'm all about the love and the hearts, and so when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I have to have that 101. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is.
You guys make me feel good. Like, this is, you know, I've been painting and stuff for like 16 years, like semi-professionally, and the last 3 years, you know, when mom passed away, is when I really started to focus on creating and putting myself out there. But you know, when I got into the creatives, I didn't really know what to expect. I was supposed to be in series 2. My aunt ended up having a stroke, so I had to, you know, help take care of her. And Red was like, you know what? Don't even stress series 3. When you're ready, you're in 3. And I was in it, and you know, it's just a whole different world. And it's a lot of love in this world, in the, you know, the collectible world.
For sure. I was going to say, this is probably one of the warmest and fuzziest episodes that we've ever had on DT4, because especially with 3 of the people that are on the screen, B and Jay and Cardi, it's like, you know, you could fix the world problems right here just with these 3 people.
We got the heart triangle here.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, Jay, look, man, you know, you said something that's pretty powerful in a message, and you know, it parallels. You know, you had Cardi, who had health issues and, you know, heart conditions, and through that physical pain, you know, blossomed beauty and love. You had emotional pain. You know, you were so close to a loved one, and you had a journey, and that journey arose out of that physical pain. And I feel like there's a parallel there, because a lot of times when things are dark and they seem bleak, you know, things are always darkest before the dawn, right? That's what they say. And I really feel that that's true. And, you know, you guys both exemplify that in, you know, in time and time over. So kudos to you guys for just being, God, you know, probably 2 of the best representatives the creatives could hope to have. You guys honestly have taken your journeys in art, Cardi starting as a rising star, Jay, you know, having to postpone your journey, and now look what you guys are doing, you know. So kudos to you. Same with B. I mean, B, you know, we were here from the beginning of her journey, and she exemplifies a lot of the same vibes, you know, a lot about love and you know, coming through and all that kind of good stuff. And you know, all of you guys, just, man, it's fun. It's been fun to be able to get to know you at different stages of different parts of all your journeys, but to know you is basically like, that's all you need. It's like, you got it right there. You got the posse, the gang, whatever you want to call it, you know. You guys ought to do a love gang collab of some sort.
I said it in the chat, Red, we should you need a heart card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. You got your 3 three heart dream teamers right here. So let's talk about, because we've got, you know, kind of a reason that all parties you know, were chosen for this particular episode of DT4, and it goes beyond the thematic of Heart Month. You know, it goes to something that Cardi has been doing now for a couple of years that's really amazing. And Cardi, I'm gonna let you kind of talk about this. You got an amazing custom show for charity coming up, and a lot of the people that are in this room are involved in some way, shape, or form. So why don't you just tell people what you're doing this weekend and what it means to you and what the charity is, and then we can kind of go around and take it from there.
Yeah, so I build creative heart designs, which it's an acronym for it's CHD is the acronym for it, and originally CHD is congenital heart disease. So again, like with my art, I want to be able to turn that pain into something positive. So I turned CHD into creative heart designs, and from that point on, in 2 years ago, this is the third year. It was the first annual charity fundraiser. We didn't have the hearts that we have now. It was regular shaped hearts, and every single time that I get in contact with an artist to join, it's an immediate yes. I'm floored by the love that I get from everybody. Everybody is just willing to give, and I think that really says a lot about artists. I think that the artists need to be recognized for that as well too, because it's not easy within our busy schedules to create something and to try to come up with something on the fly, specifically to raise awareness. And the show is exactly for that, is to raise awareness for congenital heart disease. What I do is every year I select a new charity in hopes to be able to help them to raise funds for what they are promoting within their charity. So, for example, the first year I had Conquering CHD and the Brexton Foundation. So, Conquering CHD was a more established organization, and the Brexton Foundation was built by two parents who had lost their son at the age of 1 before he even turned 1, and that's who Brexton was. So we raised funds for them. Second year was Heart Charge, which was last year. Both J and B were part of that as well. And Heart Charge girls, two sisters that have heart conditions as well too, but they also focus a lot of their energy on bringing awareness and to educate others, whether it's online, whether it's through conventions, and also to bring AEDs to different places in the Florida area. So this year we have the Adult Congenital Heart Association. I met someone by the name of Eliza, who is a volunteer at the organization. She came to my first gallery showing this past year, and she started explaining to me who she was and that she came to see my art because she wanted to see what I was doing. I guess different people were messaging her about what was happening, and from that point on, I also went on a walk just a few months ago in September with the organization, and to be around so many like-minded people that were also going through the same things that I went through, similar heart conditions. And at that point in time, by walking with them, and they also allowed me to be able to give a speech and explain who I was and be able to tell everybody what Cardiartist was as well, to see the looks in their eyes and to realize who they were. I said, okay, this is the next charity that we're going to help. And that's who we're helping this year. So it's a charity where we have 35 artists. Everybody creates a work of art on a wooden heart, and we auction it off for charity. So I'm excited for this year. Everybody killed it.
Yes, they did.
Right now.
Yes, they did.
Right now. Yeah. But you two, all right, listen. I am.
Woo! I'm the proud owner, by the way, and I should have had this at the ready. My bad. I'm the proud owner last year of Mr. J. Martin's.
I forgot about that.
That's crazy, man.
I forgot you bought his last year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, couldn't have gone to a better cause, and brotherly love, man. Brotherly love, right?
Jay, turn it to the side. Let me see that pink and black. That pink and black part. Is that? Oh, that is
beautiful.
Crazy.
So it's a 3D version of the heart that I use for the Power of Heart series.
Mm-hmm.
I had it sculpted.
That's beautiful.
I figured it would be perfect for it. And I threw in. I have a series called The Power of Heart that I have at the gallery, and the Power of Heart represents. So I use the anatomical heart because it represents the entire human race. And not the series is of 100 hearts, and not one of them are the same, and all the colors and everything in them represent each of us as individuals. And then the message of using my heart to bring everybody together is where love will win. And then I do a resin pour, and I don't do a perfect resin pour because we're not all perfect. So there never be a perfect resin pour on any of the hearts. So it was just perfect to tie into what Cardi is doing for these charities and what he's going through and what he's surviving through, which is why there's the fragile heart, the fragile tape, handle with care. The whole fragile heart series is starting with this. So
look, I'm struggling to see how the resin pour is imperfect. Could you send that to us? They look pretty perfect to me from the camera.
True.
I got you. And also, there's a strong reactive.
It's Blacklight reactive.
And there's a
turn the lights off. Show it.
I left my. Do I have?
Oh, he will shine. There you go.
Yeah, and there's also some UV dust in it, so you'll see it come out at some points.
It's crazy.
Look, there's a strong message in that though, and that there is perfection and imperfection. You're right. Nobody is perfect, but you find perfection in those flaws. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a dope piece, Jake, and kudos to you, man.
Now yours hasn't been promoted yet, right?
No, it actually finished today.
Okay.
It cured today, so I wasn't able to take photos.
Hey, well, perfect timing.
Yeah,
so we got the first view of it, y'all.
Yes.
We got the very first view of it.
DT4 exclusive.
Nice sketch.
I love it, man.
What B? Do you have anything to show off?
Yeah, I'll show mine. So mine has already been previewed on Instagram, and then I went ahead and made a post as well. But so my piece,
that's insane.
My piece was so my art, a lot of my art is inspired by my health issues, and I don't have cardiac issues, but I do have autoimmune issues, and I have mental health issues. And so a lot of my art, when you see it, it's going to be like positive vibes. And a lot of that is me talking to myself, because I need those, messages of hope and of love and, of all the things, because a lot of times I don't actually feel that way in my head. And so when I wanted to make this piece, I wanted to make it speaking as somebody who does deal with chronic health issues. And so I had an image in my head to do a metal, like weathered metal, and then kind of tearing it away from the heart. So on this side, and this is actually like aluminum flashing that I guess people use for roofing. I went to like a hardware store, and I tried to figure out how to weather it myself, and I couldn't, so I painted it. So it's painted weathered.
Wow.
Metal. But I tried salts, I tried lemon, I tried all kinds of stuff to make it like actually be damaged. Yeah, I called my chemist aunt, and I was like, okay, I called my Aunt Kay, and I was like, how do I make aluminum weathered? And
I'm just imagining B with test tubes and stuff.
All I know is I came home one day and I hear it clack, 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 and I was like, what is happening? And then B is in the guest room with my drill, which is like it's not a regular drill. It's like one of the
a hammer drill.
Let's see, where is it? So it has screws. It's actually screwed in, and I will be honest. I kind of went through the back on one. But I was like, I'm gonna do it all myself. I want to do it. So I got this drill, but it was the wrong drill apparently, and so anyways, it's blacklight reactive. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but the aluminum portion basically has words of things that I feel a lot of times. So broken, sick, unseen, tired, alone. And I feel like people that struggle with chronic health issues, and I'm sure people with the cardiac issues probably feel a lot of those same emotions. And so that's kind of our weathered outside torn look. But then from underneath, the important thing is to remember that underneath all of that we're loved, and we're loved by, I feel like I'm loved by my creator. I'm loved by my support system, my family, my friends. And so I wanted that to kind of be the pop of, what you see in the piece. So
peel away the dark to reveal the light. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah. So whoever does win this piece, be careful. It's very sharp. Don't cut yourself.
But it's also not like a really heavy metal. It's super really flimsy.
Yeah, it's just meant to look very heavy and Yeah. So.
Wow.
Like I get vibes where like it's almost like you're ripping away all those negative feelings.
Yes.
You know, and
exactly.
that's amazing. You know, and I want you to know based on what you just said. You know, B, we see you. You know, you're not unseen. You know, we see you, and everything that you do is amazing, and it shows. You know, it's beautiful artwork that you've been creating time and time again. So I just want to let you know, we see you. It's beautiful.
Amen. Well, Cardi, do you have anything to show off today? Whether it be somebody else's piece or one of yours or whatever you want to show, it is now show and
So I
tell.
want to show this artist already. I already exposed this to everybody, but I have it here. They're not going to be able to be on the show. So, but this artist he is a graffiti artist from the 90s. He kind of went incognito for a few years and then came back now, and his work just shows what a veteran he is. His name is Task One, and he created this heart with a train actually built onto it. So
come on,
if you
man.
see,
it's insane. I did not realize that thing was 3D until somebody in the comments said that, and I was like, "What?" And I scrolled the pictures, and I was like, "Oh,
that's crazy." Jay,
look
you
how
could
you
have said
smoothed it out.
I got a spot for it already. Got a spot.
Yeah, Jay said he wanted this.
Hey,
one.
man, I wouldn't mess
Look
with
at the
Jay these
platform.
days. He's putting up fights. I mean, he wants it. He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get it. That's right.
Yeah.
I know. So this is Task One. Follow him. I don't think this artist is getting enough recognition like he should, and his work speaks for itself. I gave this to him. Within 2 days, he was done and brought it to me like this. So I don't know how he did it, but it's amazing. We already have a few bits in for this one. So yeah, Task One, everybody.
Jeez,
Let me turn it back.
Dude, it's okay. The spiders can come with it. I'll take it.
Whoa. Almost dropped it.
Cardi,
yeah, let's not do that. Don't break Jay's piece.
So
crazy.
There's 3 that we've seen so far: Jay and Bees and Task One, and now there's what 32 more behind that or something, right? Of unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah,
So
34. Well, 35 with me included, but there's 34 artists in total. I've been receiving art left and right. So you're gonna see some more tomorrow.
One thing that's admirable too that you said is a lot of people, they might just take the course of going, with the path of the most, recognized, most followed, most whatever artist, and you go well beyond that. You're finding people that maybe need the recognition, could use the extra push, could you use some notoriety, could use to be in a custom show. There's a lot of different things that you're doing well beyond just your network of already artists. I mean, you could tap on I don't know, 30 shoulders like that and have an amazing custom show. But the fact that you kind of extend beyond and think more through the process that's an admirable thing, especially for a charity show. I think that shows who you are just in your character. So kudos to you on that, Cardi.
Thank you for that. I mean, the show's only as good as the artist,
Yeah.
And even I'm a part of the creatives, there's a whole 40 years worth of like artists that I know that I'm like, hey, let's connect the two, let's combine everybody. Let's let everybody get to know each other,
Yeah.
And there are some artists that I literally just met, and sometimes they reach out to me and they want to be a part of the show. So if anybody's even interested and wanted to be a part of the show even next year, I would suggest anybody to send me an email to cardiartist@gmail.com. And just send me an email, say, Creative Heart Designs in the subject 2026. And this way I'll, look into that for next year as well, too. Because everybody reaches out to me once the show's over. And then sometimes it's hard for me to, like, remember, a year later who was trying to be in the show and who wanted to reach out. And I don't want to miss out on anybody. Everybody deserves to have the spotlight on them as well.
Yeah. Well, look, to that point, there's a lot of custom shows that go on. This one is, obviously for a great cause. And, I think when people are looking at the just end result, the names on the paper or whatever. They're not thinking about all that effort, energy, and time and process that went behind it. You're only one person. I mean, yes, you are getting help, and you do have the artist to lean on and things like that. You have a co-host for the event, but you're doing a hell of a lot of work to put this together. And I think that, if there is anybody out there that's feeling a little bit, salty or left out or unthought of, Cardi just said it. Look, just hit him up, and he can't think of, nobody can think of every person. It's hard to do, especially when you're putting events like this together. A lot of times it's path of least resistance. So guys, don't, definitely this is a great cause and great charity support. So Cardi, the big question: how and where can people buy these pieces? How does it work for the charity? Talk to us about the mechanism of the actual night and event.
Yeah, so the charity is on Instagram Live. It is a mixture of different talented artists. It's going to be an auction. As of right now, there are pre-bids. If you like a piece, you can pre-bid on my Instagram page. Those images, those posts are also in collaboration with the artist. So the artist is seeing everything that you are writing, any comments, if you're congratulating them on their work, if you're bidding, they are seeing that. And as soon as the show starts, we are going to start that piece off from the last bid that we saw on the Instagram on February 8th at noon. That is when the last pre-bid is going to be accepted. So February 8th at noon. Then
that's noon Eastern, correct?
Yes, Eastern.
Okay.
Eastern, yeah, definitely, because the show's going to be February 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
And we are going to auction each piece where we give the artist about 4 to 5 minute time span. They'll tell the world who they are, why they chose to join the charity. This is a moment for them to even explain whether they may have a heart condition, family members that have a heart condition, or maybe an experience that they had. And there's always a reason why this charity fundraiser is so important to them and also so close to their heart. So then after that 1 minute where they explain that to everyone, we start the auction, we put up a clock. Everybody has 3 minutes to start bidding in the comments. And as you know, everybody goes nuts in the comments. So everybody starts bidding for each piece. Once the 3 minutes are over, then that piece is now going to potentially go to that person that bid last. However, this year, because there have been snipers in the past, where we say, hey, if this piece is going for 200, okay, we're not going to let you snipe for 205. So we're going to raise the amount to 250. If you want to snipe those last 30 seconds, then you have to now add an additional $50, and then the piece can potentially go to you. And even then, the piece is not yours until we receive the PayPal submission with your payment. That's going to be payment plus shipping. Then the artist will be able to send everything out to you. A lot of artists are going to even include stickers. Artists are very giving when it comes out to this. Everybody has stickers, toys, a bunch of stuff. Whatever the artist wants to give, they personalize it. So I hope to see everybody there February 8th, 6 p.m.
Okay. So again, guys, look, at the end of the day, and this happened to me last year, and it happens. I bid on an artist that I love and adore, and there's going to be a lag, and sometimes things aren't going to go your way and it won't shake out. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is all going to charity, guys, right? I mean, do the artists have, how does that charity aspect work? Just so people are familiar. Is it 100% of the proceeds? Is it the artist's choice? How does that work?
It's the artist's choice. So the artist is given 50-50 choice.
Okay.
They can either take 50%, they can either donate 100%. Some artists have chosen to take their 50, other artists have chosen to give the 100%. Okay. So then at the very end, I always throw up a video where I'm donating exactly the amount after PayPal fees, after the artist already got paid, and shipping. And I put a video out there, real, where we can actually see the charity getting paid. So it's such a fun show, to be honest with you. Like, I have so much fun holding these pieces, seeing what the artist created. Some that are friends, some new that I've met. Like there's so many talented people, and right now what I'm seeing is that everybody is adding more than just paint, and that is like incredible. And some artists are even creating stuff with color pencils. I'm like, wow, like why did I think of that? You know, like
Yeah.
it's these things that I'm like, you know what? It makes me tap into my artist brain. I'm like, all right, I got to start doing something like that too. You know, and it's all around just fun. I love it.
Yeah. Well, look, I was, there almost wire to wire last year. The stories were it was a very emotional and fun night. It's so I urge anybody who hasn't been to this stream, if you're looking for to lift your human spirit, if you're looking for a little bit of light in a dark world, this is a good show to go to, guys, because you're going to see inspiring stories. You're going to hear a lot of emotion. You're going to get a lot of cool things that are going to happen with the bidding process and a lot of generosity. And that's really what it's about. At the end of the day, this is for a great cause. And it really comes down to be corny here for a minute, the heart of it all. So I think, I highly, highly encourage you guys. February 8th, which is this upcoming Saturday. Again, if you're going to get your pre-bids in, you got to do it before noon Eastern on Saturday, February 8th. And then they will start from that point at 6 p.m. Eastern when that show kicks off. So I think
and
Cardi,
definitely keep an eye out on Cardi's Instagram, because each day he's been posting, for the last few days now, he's been posting probably 2 to 3 artists a day and showing their pieces. So it's really cool to kind of get to see them released live, and then get to see the feedback. And then you can go and follow these artists, give them support, which is what, the whole community is about with the art world. So it's definitely, keep an eye out on IG.
Yeah, 100%. And if I just want everybody to know also, if I don't reach back to you immediately, is because right now my insights are just going crazy. Everybody's bidding, sharing. So I may miss your message, but I'm watching and I'm promoting as you are messaging me too. But again, anything that you write in the comments, even the artists are seeing that too. So they are advocates of their own art. So whatever they see, they'll also let me know, hey, this person, bid for my art. If in any case, if I didn't see your bid.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, Cardi, you're doing great things, buddy. You and Jay both, look, again, I think this was the no-brainer show to have to start this month, not only because of the great cause and the things you're doing coming up here in a few days, but just because you guys exemplify what February is all about, all things heart. So thank you both for being on tonight. Cardi, guys, go give him a follow at Cardiartist. Jay Martin, you have a new handle now. Do you want to give that out very quickly?
I have Jay Martin, JAE_Martin. And I also have Loveastronaut_JMC.
There you go. So go give them all a follow. And guys, go check out that show on IG Live this Saturday. I know I'm going to be there bidding on some stuff. So, Cardi,
Jay, bid again, Cardi. Don't stay off that post.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I'll be bidding on the same one Jay is. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh no!
Back up the prices a little bit.
No.
It's for good cause, Jay. Don't hate on me. All right, guys. We love y'all, man. Have a great show.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
How fun.
All the love.
I can't wait. It's going to be such an exciting show. Oh, hold on. Ditto's 1 minuting us.
I'll definitely be bringing the popcorn to watch Jay and Ditto fight it out. That'll be...
We're gonna be dance parenting it that weekend. So
we were doing that last year too.
Yeah. So this is what happened last year. So what they do is they have each artist come on live for a couple minutes while they're showing off their piece and talking about it to the artists that are able to attend. And so last year, I think we were in Dallas last year. I can't remember. I found like a conference room at the hotel, and I was like, can you let me in this locked conference room so I can go live on Instagram for like 5 minutes? And so
I was in the car outside for some reason.
Yeah,
watching them. Yeah,
I don't know. So this year we're again going to be out of town. We'll be in Bastrop and close to Austin this weekend. So I'm going to bring my piece with me, and I'll be able to jump on live and talk about it while like you dance while parenting, something like that. No, we'll be at a dance competition for Maya. I will not be dancing. I don't think E will be dancing. Are you going to get up there and dance?
I mean, maybe.
Maya will be dancing. So it'll be, but her solo is that day at like 5 our time. So we have about an hour window. So luckily I think it's all going to time out good. And it'll be a fun show. So I hope to see a lot of you guys in there. And even if you aren't able to bid, just come and hang out. And, the more people that are in a room and Instagram, obviously the algorithm picks that up. So I'm sure that they would appreciate any and all, bodies that are able to even just be in there and hang out and watch and chat. So Ditto's back.
I heard all of it. I agree 100% B. If you can't, unfortunately, donate to the charity in some form or fashion, the donation of your time and your presence is donation enough a lot of the times, especially for these artists that put in a lot of hard work and effort. A follow doesn't cost anything. The time to watch all of this great art and appreciate it and comment, and they see that, doesn't cost anything. So even if you can't donate, you can donate, a little piece of your time or appreciation. And I think that goes a long way. So.
It makes my heart so happy when I see people like share my post, like on their stories or something, like a piece of my art being shared. It just is really, really cool. Silly, that's a good question. Katie, would you be able to ask Cardi that? If they want to donate during the show and aren't able to like actually purchase a piece themselves, can they donate through the show?
I kind of remember last year, and it could be different with every charity. So definitely verify with Cardi. But I think what they might do is give you the link to the actual charity itself if you're just going to donate directly. I think, but I could be wrong on that. So they change and evolve every year. So what they did last year might not even, necessarily hold true this year. But again, they're going to make it work. They're going to make it work.
And we didn't really mention this, but Playful Gorilla will be co-hosting with Cardi that evening. So they'll both be, live co-hosting, and then, whichever artists are able to make it in will be there as well. And if not, then they'll have. So if you were not able to attend the show and like be on camera, then you were supposed to send your piece to Cardi. So he'll be able to show off the pieces that he has there for the artists that aren't able to join.
That's another great thing. Cardi always gets these charismatic, really energy filled, fun hosts to kind of participate. Last year, Paparazzi, this year, Playful. So definitely do not miss out on that, guys. Wow. Yeah. So again, I think this probably goes down as the warmest, fuzziest episode ever of DT4.
They have a big duet.
Let's just wrap a big hug around the episode.
This includes all of you in chat also.
Yeah, there you go.
Rock at home. We hope you feel better, Rock.
Said, well, Rock, let's put the mask on very quickly because we don't want to get infected.
Rock is probably snoring right now with all those.
I hope he's snoring. He needs to sleep.
Probably.
Yeah.
That man does not sleep enough. Let's see, through the PayPal link of the show, or if he sets up a link. Okay, there's your answer, silly.
All right. Well, so this weekend I heard you guys are going to be dance momming and dadding. Does that mean there's no show this week for the Saldanias, or is there something you guys are doing remotely, or what are you doing?
We're going to try to squeeze one in there in the at the hotel. So we're going to take a case with us and then do a quick show.
So after the heart show's over on Instagram would be when we would go live that night.
There you go. You got a post heart party right there. So that's perfect. So guys, go give E_Saldania a follow over on Whatnot if you're not already doing that. And typically they go every Saturday with pop-ups occasionally, but typically Saturdays at 8:30 Central Time because Central is the main time. And
yeah, exactly. Best time. You're amazing, Katie.
This time it'll be the post heart charity party after you're on IG Live. Go check that out.
It's the Cardi Hardy party.
Wow.
Oh God.
Like There's a ring to it. Trademarked.
And Ditto, you're going Friday, yes.
Friday, I've got the big creatives show. I know there will be more coming behind it, but this will be a fun show to be at. So guys, please come. Everybody you saw on this screen tonight is either a creative or part of the creatives in some form or fashion. So, and probably future creatives. So go check it out, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, a lot of surprises, and Grimley's golden ticket will be the big hitter. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a big deal. All three all 3 series, all in one show. First, the likelihood of you getting to get a series 1 sealed pack these days is like slim to none. So that's really cool.
Very hard to get.
And just so you guys have kind of an idea how the show's going to go, because there's always questions in advance, or the people are like, well, how? So I'm going to kind of break it up into a couple different segments to keep it moving, to keep it fun, and to keep it different. So when we started running creatives cards, and I'm speaking for Ian B and myself and others who are streamers, the best part of it was auctioning off those cards. It was just, there was something fun about, saying, okay, look, you up to 2 packs, up to 4 packs, up to whatever, and then auctioning and letting people get them, and then ripping them and showing them off the cards, and all of the fun that we have ripping those cards. I tend to go a little overboard with stupid voices and stuff, but whatever, I have fun with it. That don't judge me. So with the series 1 box, I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go the way we used to do it. It's just going to, we're going to rip and we're going to run it and auction it, and then we're going to get them into people's hands. I am going to limit to 2 packs per round, and they're probably going to start just a tad higher, just because there's very few in the wild anymore. Ian B will have some in the future, but past that, there's really, really hard to come by these guys. So I highly encourage y'all to come have some fun with Series 1. The Series 2s and the Series 3s are going to be up on a mystery board, and there's going to be 18 envelopes, and you buy an envelope, you decide which number you want, and whatever is going to be in that pack is what you get. But I'm going to make it worth your while. There's going to be, in fact, gosh darn it, why didn't I say this while he was on? Today, I opened a brand new printing plate. You know whose it was? Cardiartists.
Is it really?
It's perfect.
If any pulls and buys mine, I'll send them a new Lobsternaut Alpha card.
There you go. So again, guys, there's going to be a lot of fun things. I know the artists, and I know they're going to be offering up some fun stuff. This will be spontaneous, but I also so it's going to be 18, like just an 18 pack mystery game, so it won't take forever. And then there's just a ton of stuff in buy now. Series 3 packs, Series 3 boxes, Series 3 master case, full sets of Series 1, 2, and 3 in a binder if you're so inclined, and just really a lot of fun and surprises. Giveaways. There is going to be a buyer's givey. So Red generously donated a sealed box of Series 3, 24 packs for the buyer's givey, guys. So that is incentive enough just to buy a damn pack, right? I mean, you might spend $10 and get $150 value. So it'll be a fun night. So I highly encourage it. Plus, a lot of co-hosts and creatives that will pop in and join in on the fun for a little bit. I don't want to tease too many of the names, but it's you'll be happy to see some of these people.
I'm excited. That's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Great.
And we don't have to leave town till Saturday, so we'll be home for that night.
Oh shit! All right, I thought you'd be watching from a hotel room or something.
No,
or
usually yes, but not this weekend.
Or an Applebee's.
It was on Jay's card.
That was an obvious joke. Come on. And then last thing, I'm not going to reveal it tonight. We're running short on time, and I think tonight spoke loudly. I don't want to step on it in any way, shape, or form. But I do have a brand new logo that I'm going to reveal Friday on my show, so I'm excited about that.
Yay!
Yeah. So and kudos, I saw him in here. Kudos to Mr. Son of Saint, who helped me put together the logo. Big shout.
Best profile picture in the chat by far. I don't know if you saw it, but
Saint.
Here, let me see if I can find it. Let me scroll up and try to find it, and I'm going to pin it. So look at this.
Oh, baby, let's go. Any questions before we wrap this show tonight, guys? There's still a handful of you in the dibs on Jay's card. Oh yes. Oh, come on. That's from his like hard heavy metal days right there, I think.
Come on now. Like that's beautiful.
Sexy. Just leave that up for the rest of the show.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna in fact, if Saint were on, I'd just let him do the damn outro. So if there's any last minute EB, any other thoughts? I mean, in general, just on the shows or
just thanks for the smiles. This week has kind of sucked. You got in a wreck yesterday. That wasn't fun. Yeah.
Well, totaled the car. So I'm good. But yeah, just that, and then just in general. I mean, yeah, it's
kind of been a
fun.
rough week and just kind of a dark, like I feel like everybody's kind of feeling the weight of, the world right now. And so it's just nice to be able to come on here, chat with friends and, smile and get some laughs in and just have some positive vibes. So we appreciate you guys. This is a really fun thing for us. Every time that we get to come on and chat with you guys, it's a good thing. It's good for the mental health.
Oh, yeah. January felt like it was about a year. Is it 2026 yet? So it was a long month. So anyway, guys, well said, B. Look, guys, at the end of the day, I'm just going to give a little positive message to end this thing here. Then I'm going to let E or B do the outro here tonight in place of a under the weather rock who is sleeping it off right now. At the end of the day, guys, I don't care if you're black, you're white, you're green, you're yellow, you're an alien, you're friggin' I don't care. We all bleed the same. We all have a heart inside that pumps inside our chest. And that heart is the same whether you tear it out of the chest of anybody in the planet. And I think that says it all for this month because it is about heart. It is about love. So try not to be so short-sighted in life. Try not to let the little things get you down. And at the end of the day, as Rock always says, be kind to each other. And if you have the means, pay it forward, little random acts of kindness. I always preach that, little random acts of kindness. If you can open the door for somebody, pull out a chair, give them a smile, tell them a joke, pay it forward in the Starbucks line, whatever you can do it. Because I think a lot of times,
you, because I would take some.
Yeah, B would be like, hell yes, free coffee. But I think at the end of the day, guys, you never know what somebody's going through, and that little random act of kindness can save a life. I mean, it could. You just never know. So, guys, that's my little soapbox for the day and for the week. With that, EB, why don't you take us out of this show?
I can't follow that, B. That's all you.
Okay, I do have one thing. So every morning I drive Maya to school, and we pass a business that posts like quotes on their like board outside with those letters that you remove with that little sticky thingy. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, so the new
technical term, sticky thingy.
Yeah, the sticky thingy. So today the new one that I passed that I saw, and I actually wrote it on my Instagram notes this morning because I loved it so much. It says, "Be more moved by what you love than by what you hate." And so that's my closing message. Be more moved by what you love than what you hate. So, and I love you guys. So we appreciate y'all. There's Saint right there. We hope to see you on Friday night in Ditto show, Saturday in Cardi's, and then hopefully maybe Saturday night on Whatnot. Yeah. And until then, peace up.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all as always.
Peace on down.
Love y'all. Have a great one, guys.